shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent.
This is a Watchman on the Wall recording.
The Sealed Book of Mormon, also known as the Sealed Book of Moses, Chapter 1.
As for me, Moroni, the Lord made me see when I was projecting the seals for these plates, which should contain two cylindrical metal pieces that would transpose all sealed sets of plates, but with two internal heads to contain the remainder of the plates, where there will be another 6 heads of seals, according to the circumstances that Christ will reveal them in the time designated by him after his coming at the temple in Zion. Behold, this come after this book of which I have spoken, which shall first be revealed to the Gentiles, that they may repent of their abominations and sins. And so shall there be still other records in this set of plates, which shall still remain united by these 2 inner heads, and must be sealed again by the one who will write the record of the first part. Because not everything will be revealed in his days with the opening of the first seals, in order to preserve its content, so that he will reveal the rest of the plates when the Lord finds it prudent in the future, when, in the end, the children of the covenant, which will come after the translation of the first set, to regroup in a single fold under the name given to his chosen ones, for which your church should be known in the last days. Then the Lord shall descend from the heavens with the sound of trumpets, accompanied by a chariot entourage, and horses and wheels of fire, which shall cover the heavens as the clouds cover the earth. And all the nations that have pierced him shall feel ashamed, and the people of the world of mankind, being afraid, shall flee without direction from their dwellings, and as reptiles shall hide themselves in their slits. And a storm will sweep the 4 corners of the earth as if by a strong wind that would fill the 4 corners of the sky. When finally the Lord comes down in his temple, not to bring peace among the nations, but to annihilate those who ruin the earth, yea, to set fire to the chaff, bound in bundles, which are churches in the field of the world. For his wheat shall be sheltered in his vineyard, in the harness of the Lord in Zionist. After these days of great uproar among the nations of the earth, the Lord will come to his temple, and redeem his church to make it a holy property, and give it an eternal name, rescuing what was formerly lost, Church of Christ, and establishing his people perpetually upon his everlasting gospel. I, Moroni, I gave continually in writing, compiling the records given to me by my father Mormon. It was then, when my father was 65 years old, that he found himself tired to pursue his record, for how much his hands have lost the vitality, and the fingers the sensitivity to carve the characters in the metal sheets, and at night, under the light of the lamp, his eyes weakened with the reflection of the plates. It was then that my father Mormon decided to hide the records on Mount Cumorah, after taking them out of the library of Shem. All records previously compiled by him from this place, except for these few plates that contain a summary made by my father, and the other 24 plates found by the people of Limhi in the days of Mosiah, regarding to the Jaredite's record, and that I have been entrusted to complete their work, for inasmuch as the other records assigned to him by the hand of the Lord, beginning with the plates of Nephi, along with the books that my father examined, and which constitutes the records of the prophets from Jacob to King Benjamin, among which my father has chosen to finish his resume, together with the records which were sealed by the ancient prophets and preserved by the hand of the Lord, for a wise future purpose. Among the account made by my father of the plates of Nephi, among them is the record of Lehi, the patriarch, who came from Jerusalem, the records of Nephi, the son of Lehi, the record of Jacob, the son of Lehi, the record of Enos, son of Jacob, the record of Jerom, the son of Enos, and the record of Omni, the son of Jerom. From the plates which were selected by my father, in which the prophecies concerning the coming of Christ have been fulfilled, even to our day, beginning with a brief introduction, transcribed as the words of Mormon, is found condensed in summary the record of Mosiah, the record of Alma, the record of Helaman, and other records with the name of Nephi, and 3 other records which were employed by my father and me as the Book of Mormon, the Book of Ether, which contains a record of the Jaredites, extracted by me, Moroni, from the 24 plates of the people of Limhi, except the part of the vision of the brother of Jared, which I have transcribed from the rest of the 24 plates, by which will not be revealed until the Lord comes to his temple to purify the sons of Lehi. And the book I wrote soon after, which bears my name as the Book of Moroni. From the sealed records of the prophets, which were summarized and compiled on this set of plates by my father, Mormon, among them is the sealed book of Moses, written by the hand of Moses himself in scrolls of hide, which had been sealed by his signet ring, and which was later compiled on the plates of the people of Nephi, which contains the records of the prophets, containing the things he saw concerning this world, and the prophecies concerning the judgments of God that will fall on the inhabited earth, each in their respective dispensation. For how much King Josiah himself did not endure those prophecies, whose records were found together with the book of the law, when Hilkiah the high priest in Jerusalem undertook the restoration of the temple, coming to consult Hilkiah the prophetess, to know if any of these terrible events described in this sealed book of Moses will fall upon the chosen of his nation, his days. But all the records of Moses, my father Mormon, compiled only a summary, leaving aside the prophecies and pointing to a wise future purpose, the issues related to the Melchizedek priesthood among the covenant people from the beginning to the end of all preconceived times. For how much the remaining content of this book of Moses will be on the plates that will be revealed only when Christ comes to his temple in the last days. Therefore, it is what in the care of the family of Lehi, whose name was Eleazar, before the Lord called him. For inasmuch as his father Shaphan, as well as his forefathers before him, was a secretary and scribe of the king of Judah, and with that he was acquainted with the language of all his ancestors, and also of the Phoenicians, as well as all the Chaldeans from which Abraham proceeded, and also of the Egyptian writing. For how much the Hebrews were taken captive by Pharaoh after Joseph perished in Egypt, until Moses delivered them.
This is a Watchman on the Wall recording.